Hi, I'm Matt Vance from Boating New Zealand, and we're here today in Lyttelton Harbour on a cracker of a day to test the Rae Line 206. This is a new model in the Rae Line fleet, and we've got quite a day for it. We're out here on Lyttelton Harbour in this wonderful Rae Line 206, which is actually an incredible boat. And with me I have Reese, who's Managing Director of Rae Line. Reese, how did we get to this boat? This has got a bit of pedigree to it. It hasn't just dropped out of nowhere.
No, it's been a bit of a work in progress for a number of years. So it started with our 205 bow rider. That was a development of our 190 hull. And yeah, over the last couple of years since the release of our 205, we've been slowly chipping away at working on the cabin version, and that's what we have here today.
Oh, good. And so your cabin version's what, aimed more at a family market?
Yeah, it's more to try and compete with, I guess, the more traditional Kiwi boat, which is, you know, cabin up the front, good still cockpit space. Probably not tailored quite so much for the fishing market, more still general cruising, but having the security of the cabin space and, you know, a good place to go overnighting, and obviously trying to tailor ourselves to give as much cockpit space and usability to the boat as we possibly can.
Very family friendly, I would say.
Yep.
On board the Rae Line 206, starting at the back, you'll notice this big beast at the back here is a Mercury 200 V6, and it's got more than enough power. It is a very quiet but powerful engine. It has more than enough grunt to do anything you want, to tow skiers, to get through the weather. It has a great boarding platform here at the back. It's very, very usable around the engine. Another feature is the fold-down seats. Because the cockpit of this boat is exceptional. It's designed for a family. It's got very, very high sides to keep the kids in. You feel very enclosed and comfortable. When it's rough, this would be a great cockpit to be in. There's no sense of falling out of it. Having the space that can morph to suit. When you've got people on board, you can pull the seat out. When you don't, you get rid of it and you still have the deck space. There is a lot of storage on this boat under the floors. There's even ability to get long, skinny things like skis into the cabin and underneath the floorboards. Everywhere you look, there's storage. And going forward into the cabin, it's your classic New Zealand cuddy cabin, a great place to store gear and kids and things like that. But also it gives the boat a really family feel, a sense that you could be out all day in the weather. And another, aspect of that is having this overhead solid bimini, which gives you a sense of getting out of the sun, allowing the wind through, and it's solid. It's got a solid feel. It's way better than any canvas bimini I've ever come across. Up at the front end of the ship, the seats and the ergonomics of sitting and standing while you're helming are all beautifully worked out. Again, that protection that you feel in the cockpit at the back is all the way around to the front. It's all there. There are steps on our hatchway that allow us to get up onto the bow, which makes a huge difference, getting people up onto the bow if you need it, with this walk-through window in the front. In the cabin we have infill squab, so you can actually sleep quite comfortably in there or have it out and store gear in there. There is also an option for putting a toilet in there should you need one. Okay, here at the Helm station on the Rae Line 206, it's very simple and it's very elegant, which is something I like in a boat. All your switching's here just down on the right hand side, all custom made panel by the looks of it. All your speed and all our information on the engines and navigation is all on our Garmin screen here. Easy to read, right in front of you, everything you need to know right there. We've got our trim with our trim tabs onto the right here. It's a very ingenious system. We've got sound system to the left, and we've got USB ports and cup holders all around. It's a very comfortable setup. If you want to charge your phone, we've also got a phone charger right here, wireless phone charging station. So everything you need and nothing you don't. Okay, the $64 million question with any boat is, how does it feel? And it's probably the most important thing, well for me it is anyway. This boat has, well for a start, it's got plenty of power. There's more power than you know what to do with, which is really good. That's always handy to have. The Mercury is really puts it out, and it puts it out smoothly. At the wheel, she's got a very deep V hull, so a lot of trim tab action helps you get the boat right in the right action, and it feels very, very smooth. With smooth motor and a smooth hull, it's pretty much a win-win combination. The other thing is on the corners, this hull has an awful lot of grip, so it doesn't have any tendency to want to let go. The motor's not cavitating as you go around the corner, which is a really, really good thing. So it bodes well for rough water performance. Today we haven't got much of that because it's pretty much dead flat, but you can tell that this boat's going to handle the weather quite well. Well, we've had a great morning out on Lyttelton Harbour on the Rae Line 206, and overall impression is I'm impressed. I did the original review of the 205, which is more like a sort of sports boat bow rider type setup. This boat has the same pedigree, the same hull, and probably a very similar power system, and so it's got that underlying, and effectively this boat is more family orientated. It's a really comfortable, easy to be on boat, and you can go out all day on it. But it's got that sports car pedigree underneath, and you don't notice it until you're on the helm, and then you realise that these guys have actually got a really good platform here on which they're building and giving us the traditional Kiwi cabin boat family day out on the water.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.